So 2011, okay? And the criminologists and the FBI are working on a profile of who could have done this with these bodies. Why, Jim, did they come up with that profile that's so similar to this guy here when that's not your typical serial killer profile?
Well, Chris, basically what happened was this offender was able to at least kill these 4 women, or 3 or 4 of these women, and get away with it. I mean, he had almost permanent concealment. They only found skeletonized remains. That means he's fairly criminally sophisticated and probably forensically sophisticated. That gave us the sort of advanced age. He's not going to be in his 20s and be able to pull this off, and 30s would be tough. So we thought mid-30s to mid to late 40s. And then the fact that he kept going back to the same place told us that he's familiar with this place. He knew he wouldn't stand out there. He knew that he's comfortable with the time he'd have to spend alone getting rid of these bodies or concealing them. Also, he used burlap, and we didn't know at the time that it was camouflage burlap, but it's a very strange way to wrap victims. It's unusual, so he probably has a source of that. And maybe now that we know it's camouflage, that maybe he got it from a hunting location. Anyway, the point is that he was smart, he was meticulous in what he did. That would translate to his work environment. So we expected him to be in his 40s with a good job, meticulous in his job, and we expected him to be a sexual sadist. That was borne out when they searched his home and found torture porn. But we knew that he was a sexual sadist because he called up one of the victims and taunted her. So
right.
all
Now,
these things
Scott,
leaked out of his own behavior.